Hi, my name is Erin Romero. I graduated Westgate High School in 2005 and I'm a paralegal. I'm currently employed as the city clerk for the city of New Iberia. Paralegals typically work with attorneys and do legal research. You'll draft court documents and correspondence, review and summarize records, proofread, file court documents, maintain the files for the firm, and communicate with clients on behalf of the attorney. You do not have to have any formal training for this job. You can start out and learn as you go. You would typically start as a legal secretary and work your way up from there. Starting salary as a legal secretary with no experience is approximately $10 to $12 an hour. As you learn and grow, your pay will also grow. So experienced paralegals, especially with certifications, typically make between $40,000 and $60,000 a year, and it just goes up from there, depending on the job and the responsibilities. You can go to college and you can get certified through the state as a paralegal, but it's not a requirement, especially locally here in New Iberia. There is a great market for this occupation. Legal fees are expensive through attorneys, so a lot of larger corporations, hospitals, city governments, they'll hire licensed paralegals to run their legal department and just contract out as needed to attorneys rather than having a staff attorney on the job. So there's definitely room to grow. Personality traits needed. You have to have a willingness to learn and an ability to take criticism. So when you're drafting documents and putting together the first draft, you have to know that it's going to get picked apart. There's going to be a lot of things wrong with it, and that's okay. That's your job. You're going to get the corrections back and the revisions back. You're going to make them and then pass them back. They're going to get proofed again, and if anything is wrong, you're going to get told again that something's wrong. So you just want to have a thick skin and an ability to accept criticism and to go about your day with a smile. Not too much interaction with the general public. I have interaction with the general public as the city clerk, but typically as a paralegal you wouldn't. You would deal with people that call wanting help and assistance and set up appointments. And you do have to be happy to talk to those people. But typically, no, it's not like a general public type of thing. This job is typically 8 to 5 or 8:30 to 4:30 in the morning. You can really only work whenever the courts are open. So typically, you're going to have your major holidays off along with the clerk of court and the courts. In high school, you can definitely take some Englishes and any government classes that your high school offers to prepare you for this job. It is based in law, so any understanding of the law or how things work is definitely a necessity. You're going to want to take some office classes, Microsoft Office or Excel. Those are generally both needed. And if there's any sort of like office etiquette or business classes that you can take, those are typically good too. In the smaller firms, you may have to help with some billing or accept payments and definitely take a lot of phone calls. So all of those would definitely be beneficial. You're going to spend much of your day in front of a computer screen and answering the phones. You will have to deal with judges, other attorneys, government agencies to get things filed and whatnot. So you always want to make sure that, you're at your best and that you represent yourself and the attorney that you work for in a very positive way all the time. This is a great field to get into if you can't afford to go to college right away. I know when I graduated high school, I couldn't afford to go to college right away. So I worked in this field for approximately 6 years. Now that I've gained the experience, I feel it's time to gain the education to go behind it. So I'm currently a senior at Nichols State University. I'm set to graduate in May. And this is definitely, the education behind my experience has definitely benefited my career. If you have any further questions I'm open to answer all of them. Miss Kidd, not Miss Mestayer, Miss Kidd will have all of my contact information. And I wish you the best of luck in all of your future endeavors.